There's a meeting right there. That's channel 15.
It's the same thing like sending Mary Connaughton up to the Statehouse. Isn't it great to elect a CPA, someone who actually has an idea about numbers? Have to get it in there. As a small business owner, he's going to know what he's doing. But also importantly,
thank you very much. My first thank you has to go out to my wife, Mary, who has been putting up with all of this. Thank you. Our campaign team, many of you are here today who helped organize all of these events. I really appreciate everything that you do. So thank you to the team. And especially to the talented and lovely Frank Panorfi, who is my campaign manager. I just wanted to, and thank you also to Jeff, who may have dashed out already. I know he has another function that's happening shortly. And to Jen for coming down here, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. A couple of things, I'll be very short, but a couple of things I wanted you to think about and to repeat to your friends and make sure that you get them out on November 2nd. And that is, Jen mentioned that I'm a CPA. Out of 160 reps on Beacon Hill right now, there is only one CPA. Just one. I wish that I could go to Beacon Hill with 25 others. Seriously. We have the financial background and training to actually get under the covers and figure out what's really going on and be able to tell the voters, the constituents, what's really happening. I think that's extremely important for your government on Beacon Hill. So having a CPA in that office, I think, is an important thing. Having Mary Z. Connaughton as a state auditor who shares a similar background with me, being an auditor with a Big 8 firm for 8 years, that makes perfect sense too. So don't let that go unnoticed, and please repeat that to everybody that you see. The other thing that I want to tell you about is it's important that this minority party, which has become unfortunately a super minority party in the last few years, that we need to turn that around, and I can see that we're going to do that. I'm not so Pollyannish as to think we're going to have a majority this time out, but we'll do very well. But here's another important point. In the House of Representatives, the rules require that 16 people stand and rise if there is to be a roll call vote. That, in the last year, was used a number of times to get people on the record about certain questions and certain legislation. There were 16 Republicans in the House of Representatives. 5 of them are moving on to other things, like Jeff. That means we need to win those 5 open seats. We need to have the 11 others be re-elected. We need to have at least 16 in order to have accountability on Beacon Hill, because here's what will happen. If we don't have a roll call vote, everything will get done by a voice vote, and you will no longer get to see your state representative or state senator's voting record, and that would be a shame. So talk to people who are in other districts. Make sure that they understand that point. It's something that I don't think that most people know, because when I talk to them about that, they just aren't aware that we're on the cusp of having the majority party be able to do anything that they want without being accountable at all to the voters. That would be a huge problem. So after all of that seriousness, I just want to say it's 3 more weeks to go. There's lots of things to do. Make sure you're signed up on my list. Probably most of you are. But if you know anybody who would be interested in helping out in this campaign, have them go to electrandyhunt.com, sign up on the mailing list to volunteer, to get our information. Be there, listen to the radio, call in, be supportive, and most of all, get out on November 2nd, and let's have a huge victory for me, for Jeff, for Tom Keys, for Jim Killian, and the other Sandwich residents running, Mike O'Keefe. We have 5 in 5 different races this year. Let's have a Sandwich miracle on November 2nd.